Hi there, Aries. Welcome to your July 2016 Runescope with me. My name is Amanda. This month I'm going to be using once again the Tarot Art Nouveau by Antonella Castelli in conjunction with the runes for your July Runescope. And then meet me over on my Vimeo on demand page. You'll find the link below. Just click or tap show more beneath the video. You'll find the link there, and I'll be doing part 2 of this reading, pulling your Wisdom of the House of Night Spiritual Guidance card. This deck is by PC Cast and Colette Baron Reed, and I think you'll be quite impressed with it. I know I am. It's gothic and beautiful and has really good wisdom and advice regarding anything that comes up in the reading here. Also want to let you know I will be offering one more online rune class this year. It's going to run August 29th through October 7th. It is entirely online. There are no live sessions. So the course is 6 weeks and it's $185. If you would like to sign up for that, drop me a line at runescopesforyou@gmail.com. That's the number 4 and the letter U. And we can get you signed up for that. Or I have a sheet of more details I can send out if you would just like some more information. The deadline to sign up is Thursday, August 26th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. So do get in touch with me before then. Also, on my on-demand page on Vimeo, where the spiritual guidance reading is, you'll also see that I've posted your mid-year check-in readings for the rest of 2016. Those cover July through December. So those are available for purchase if you are interested in finding out what's going to be going on for you for the rest of this year. But now, without further ado, Aries, let's jump in and see what July holds for my Rans. See which runes want to talk to you. As always, do check out the video for your rising sign. I always remind you because that can contain some messages that are also for you. It's very specific to your birth chart, but in lieu of that, if you would like something far more personal and detailed, you can contact me for a private consultation. I do those on Skype. They are $65 for 30 minutes. Just drop me a line at that email address I mentioned earlier. You'll also find it below in the details section, and we'll get you scheduled. And we can take a look at anything that you are most concerned with right now. But let's see, in general, Aries, what's hanging around you guys in July, your energies here. The first card that comes up is the Knight of Swords, and that represents this position, your challenge and or focus. And this is a card of concern, worry, insomnia sometimes. You may not be getting enough sleep. Mars does go direct finally at the end of June, so all through July it will finally be in direct motion and picking up speed. And you know, that's your ruling planet. So while it was in retrograde, you may have just, you know, been very tired and have had, you know, a lot of trouble getting things done. And now you're so busy, you know, and you're trying to play catch up maybe for that time that you are, you know, maybe not sleeping as much. Maybe when you do go to bed, you can't shut off your mind, that sort of thing. But some of you may be concerned about some sort of trip that you have to take, or a commute, or a shift or change that's taking place. For many of you, you may just be concerned about your vehicle with Righto here in reverse. It can indicate problems with transit, breakdowns, a problem with a car. It may be like, you know, you are driving in it, you hear a noise, and then you're like, oh, great. I don't have the money to get this fixed right now. Or, you know, I don't have time to take this to the shop, or I don't have time for this right now. So there could be some frustration around this. There could be some frustration around a disagreement or an argument that you may have had. For many of you, it could have come in like email or text message form, back and forth, or on social media, that sort of thing. That could be something that you're staying up too late, kind of going back and forth with someone. And this can be as meaningless sometimes as, you know, arguing with strangers on the internet, on certain websites and things. And, you know, that can really kind of get our, you know, depending on what it is, there's some hot button issues that can really kind of get us, you know, pretty upset and cause us to just be thinking about it all night. Oh, I should have said this and that tomorrow when I get on there, or let me just do it now. And that could be part of the reason, Aries. So if you're watching this on the June side, and even early in July, if that hasn't happened, you know, maybe stay away from those websites in July that trigger those things for you, and you're going to avoid this altogether. If that's the way it was, you know, attempting to manifest for you in July. But no, for many of you, it just seems to be concern. For some of you, it may be concern for a friend who may be ill and you need to go see them, but you're trying to find time in your schedule to go visit with someone, a friend or a family member who is under the weather or not doing well, and you want to kind of, but, you know, it may be one of those things where you feel like you have to go, but you don't really want to go. This could be a meeting having to do with work or travel associated with work. So we're, you know, going somewhere on a business trip that you know, is really coming at a difficult time and you don't want to deal with it. But yeah, there may be, for some of you, I'm getting that you are going somewhere or you have a trip planned and it's for like a vacation, but how you're going to get there is still kind of up in the air. Maybe the person that you were going to go with has, you know, dropped out. Maybe you were going to ride with them or something, and now they're not going, and you're like, well, how are we, you know, how am I going to get there now? Am I going to rent a car? My car won't make it. So, I mean, it could be things like that, and you're just trying to figure it out. I don't think it's real heavy, Aries, in July, whatever it is you're concerned about for most of you. It does seem to be more practical, mundane things. You also have the Two of Rods here. So the Two of Rods can talk about a creative partnership. It can also talk about, you know, something that you're working on or a new opportunity to partner up with someone and team up with someone and do something. This can also talk about a very passionate relationship. It's in the upright, but this can be, you know, passionate sexually, but also passionate with anger, because you guys can really be that way, you know, when you are angry. But I feel like for many of you, this is a new interest. This is something you're very interested in. And some of you may be taking a class, going back to school, studying something, doing some research on this, because Ansus is here, and that is the rune of academics, communication. This could be an online course or something that you're taking, or a new job opportunity that would be online, maybe allow you to work from home, work remotely. For some of you, you're interviewing for a position that would be very creative, something that definitely you're more interested in. And for you, maybe this worry is well, how would I get there? Maybe it's kind of far away. Maybe the commute would be long. Maybe you would have to move in order to do this. So, I mean, those are some of the issues you may be dealing with. Distance seems to be a theme in July, and it has to do with, for many of you, an opportunity you want to accept or something you want to do or a trip you want to go on. But how am I going to get there? Or, you know, how am I going to move there? So, and for some of you, there may be someone around who is not enthusiastic about this, whatever this shift is you want to make, or this change or this opportunity, even though you're excited about it, or even about maybe what you're studying, if it's taking you away from them. So for some of you, this could be a partner. For some of you, it could be a child, or definitely someone who's kind of acting that way. You know, oh, that's taking up so much of your time, I never get to see you. Or, you know, I'm having to take care of the kids while you're at this class and cook for them and all this stuff, you know, that sort of energy. It's kind of that whiny, wah, 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 wah. Like the Charlie Brown, wah, wah, wah. How all the adults sound on Charlie Brown. That's what I'm hearing. But Aries, you're just kind of like, I think you're ignoring this person for the most part, because that's how strongly you feel about this. When the Two of Rods is in the upright, this is something you really want to do. And anybody who tries to stop an Aries who wants to really do something is a fool, because you're going to get run over. Or you're going to get in an argument where you're going to feel like you got run over. So, yeah. You know, I think this is going to be worked out. I just think maybe when you bring this up, or when you're initially talking about it, someone that it would affect directly. So I feel like this is a child or your partner is, you know, thinking only about how it's going to affect them, not how it's going to affect you. You know, or not that you really want to do this. They, you know, they're just like, well, then I'll have to do all of this and this and this because you won't be around. They're thinking about themselves. You know. see what else we've got here. Some of you may be taking a break from a relationship, because we do have ESOT here. Or you may be trying to talk to someone who you've been separated from, you haven't seen in a bit. Maybe they've moved, or they moved out, or you broke up, and either you or they are talking about a friends with benefits situation, and that just popped into my head. So there may be some breakup sex going on, Aries, in July. For those of you that are in that situation where, we're not supposed to be together, we'll never make this work, but that part of things always worked. So why don't we just do that? There's some of you that, hey, get it while the getting's good. But if someone's trying to talk you into that, Aries, and you're kind of like, oh, I really don't want to go back to that, particularly if it's a male trying to talk you into this and you're not about it. Maybe if you're the one that wanted something more long-term or wanted something more stable, you're going to be wiser to turn this situation down. And I think many of you already know that you're going to shut this person down because it doesn't seem like a good change. It doesn't seem like a good thing to do. Many of you, this was a long distance relationship, perhaps, that, the distance just became too much and you couldn't make it work. You couldn't figure out how one of you was going to move to where the other one is, or, and maybe you took a break and now this person's kind of coming back. Hey, I would really like you to come visit me. And you may be like, oh, I think what's the point? We're both kind of stuck where we are. We can't move right now. So it would just be more of the same, more difficult to be together than apart. So that may be for some of you what's keeping you up nights, Aries. Those of you in that situation thinking about this former long distance partner, or, that you've had to kind of be like, I just don't think we can make this work anymore. Does not have to be a romantic partner. This could also be a friend or family member that has moved away, or is now, there's been kind of a break or a separation, and you may be trying to mend fences, but you could be quite passionate about what you're saying, Aries, with this Two of Rods. But I mean, it may just be that kind of approach that gets through to this person. Now, the help that's going to be available to you, you have the Three of Pentacles. So financially, things are creatively, career-wise, there are new opportunities around in July for you to increase your money, Aries, and to do work that you believe in, or do work that is satisfying to you creatively. But it seems like for many of you, there's going to be an opportunity to team up with at least one other person, but maybe even two other people, because this is the card of cooperation, working with a team, working with a group to create something. And this is the help to you. So whatever's going on in your domestic life, your personal life, or with the family, if there are frustrations around that, frustrations around, moving, or why I can't move, or, am I going to take this job? And you're arguing with your mate, maybe some of you about that, whatever's going on with that. The help that's going to be available to you is to throw yourself into this collaboration and working with other people, or, and this could be a group project in this class that came up that you're taking. So there could be something for a class or something that you're really into, that you're working with a couple of other people on, Aries. Some of you may be collaborating with other people or investing in real estate and renovations. Some of you may be like going into flipping houses and maybe starting a business or working with a couple of other people, and you'll be using your skills and they're using their skills, whatever your, if you're skilled in carpentry, you may be the one that's going to be in charge of all of that while someone else does like the electric work and, fixes the plumbing and all of that stuff. So yeah, this could be a really lucrative new kind of side business for you, Aries, for some of you. If there's any delay or frustration around securing a property, purchasing a property, even inheriting a property that you're going to flip or work with others on or share with other people, it's a help in some way. It's a good thing in some way. Maybe you won't have time to get started on this right away anyway. So if it's delayed in July, August maybe would be a better time for you to have more time to devote to that. Or maybe by then you'll have your schedule worked out with your mate or your partner so that you can figure out how you're going to do all of this, how you're going to work it all in. So, yeah, that's going to be the help. It's also going to be a help to you in July, Aries, to get out and socialize a bit more. Get out and you know, be with people. You know, just be with other people. And for some of you, this may be like a project that requires you, you know, if it's not for this online class, it may be a project that requires you to kind of get out and work with others or meet with others. And, you know, that's going to do you some good. I feel like many of you have been too confined to the house, or maybe you've been working on the house and it's time to get out of there for a little bit. Enjoy the summer. Enjoy working with people. I'm seeing some of you outside working and you got other people around you and you're working hard, but you're enjoying kind of you know, the new routine, or you're enjoying kind of being out of the house. Now, what must be accepted about July? So this is normally the position of other people. You know, things outside our control. You have the Hanged Man, and Pedro is here. So something that was hidden from you, or something that was a mystery to you, may come out or come to light in July and allows you to totally see something from a new perspective. And this situation really may be on hold for a while. It's kind of like, and that's the same as Esau here, kind of a frozen situation. But it's allowing you, it's so you can really kind of take it in and get the lesson and see what you were supposed to see what was previously hidden. Or maybe because, you know, you are waiting for more information to come to light. You don't have all the information. Maybe you thought you had all the information, but you don't have it yet. And this is causing you to really kind of, oh, I thought this was one way, but everything looks totally different from here. It's not a bad thing. But it does just indicate that, you know, this is a month where you will be seeing maybe someone else or a situation from another perspective that really finally it makes sense to you. Maybe it was confusing before, or murky, or again, yeah, a mystery. And now it's becoming more clear to you. July may be a month that is quieter. Like, I don't see, you know, I'm seeing you mostly considering how you're going to make something work. And that may be why, you know, get while the getting's good. Get out and enjoy life while you can. Because it does seem like you're going to be, I think it's going to get quite busy for you in August, Aries. Now, at the end of the month, we've got the Six of Swords, which indicates, you know, leaving a negative situation behind. So you may be going on a trip, again, moving. If anything was delayed when it comes to real estate or moving or purchasing a property, it seems like by the end of July, things are, you know, you're finally out of that choppy water of worry and indecision and moving into, you know, activity or actually physically moving to a new location. Some of you may just be taking a trip, and, you know, this will be, it's connected to a new beginning. It's connected to something totally new. Or a new situation, or a new start on some level, or you know, okay, we've been through kind of a rocky period in this relationship, and now, you know, we've resolved this, we've figured out everything. You helped me see things from another perspective, or maybe you did that for this person, and now, you know, you're leaving a negative period in that relationship behind, and it's smooth sailing from here on out, and you know, there's a new beginning waiting on that other shore. And, you know, the trip may have been a little bumpy up until now, but now it's going to be a lot more enjoyable, you know, with you and this person. So whatever issues you may encounter with others, I do feel by the end of the month, at least one relationship is on, you know, calmer seas. And you may be taking a trip with this person. Maybe your partner's like, look, we've talked about this enough. Let's take a trip. Let's take a weekend away. We'll just take a break. we'll relax and, you know, kind of get out of here for a little bit and talk about it. Those of you that were worried about a trip working out, there may be a new person that goes along. Like if you had someone who'd kind of dropped out, flaked out on you, were supposed to go somewhere with you, it seems like someone else is going to take you or step up and you're going to figure out. So whatever trip that may seem kind of, oh my gosh, I'm worried about it. I really want to go, or I'm supposed to go do this, but I don't know how I'm going to get there. My car broke down. My car's not reliable enough to do this. It does seem like that's resolved by the end of the month and you are able to go on this trip. So, I mean, however things are kind of up in the air about travel or even moving or property, real estate, anything like that, Aries at the start of July, just know by the end, there's going to be a solution. And it seems to be either a new person steps up or there's a new start in a relationship, and maybe connected to travel, you getting away for the weekend or you going away together somewhere and just talking about the resolution to the problem. How do we solve this? So that's what I see for July. All in all, a good month, Aries. Kind of a relaxing month. It's kind of like a month to figure some things out, what your next moves are going to be. I think you're really excited about some of them as well. Just remember, any delays or any you know, kind of limbo period in July is ultimately going to work out for your benefit, particularly when it comes to career and financial things. So, as I mentioned, don't forget to join me over on my Vimeo page. The link again is below. Just click or tap show more under the video. And I'm going to shuffle and pull your card from the Wisdom of the House of Night, and we will see what further guidance they have for you for July. Also, don't forget to check out your mid-year check-in reading over on Vimeo. Those are available for purchase as well. So I will see you over there.